Well, hello everybody and welcome. We have ourselves a new movie. Let's see if I recognize anything in anyone. Not sure if that dragon was, that Dragon Knights. I forgot what it was his name. Yeah, that's totally him. The guy who hangs out with Humphrey. Oh hey! It's the dancer from the beginning of Suikogaiden 2. Or it's one of the dancers. Well, that can't be Black, can it? Black died in Suikogaiden 1. Don't tell me there's another dragon. That's Humphrey for sure. Oh, Meg? I forgot who you... Oh, yeah, the person with the pet. Meg's great. Is she gonna be in this with her stupid, badass robot? I don't recognize you. Oh, they're back. Sweet. There's the new dragon with Futch. That's his name, Futch. I mean, he wasn't with Futch, but Futch is the guy. God damn, what? The dragon's huge! I know the white dragon's a baby, but damn. Hello there, Koyuki and Fool Arcana and Falcafon. Welcome to the stream. I'm really getting into this opening here. And again, this music is, oh hey, the villain of the first game. This music is, again, a take on Suikogaiden 2's music. But it looks like we're finally fighting, that assassin guy. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second Suikogaiden game, Duel at Crystal Valley. Let's start ourselves a new game, which can still read previous data from Suikogaiden Volume 1, which itself read data from Suikogaiden 2 and Suikogaiden 1. It's ridiculous. So let's hope it reads this. I really hope this works. Because when I tried activating special... Okay. It said the card was unreadable, but that's because it didn't have the proper data. So this is great. Look at this. We have Suikogaiden Volume 1, we have, which, you know, low completion level. Fair enough, I didn't go back and go for the gallery. I suppose I could do that later. Suikogaiden 2 data. Suikogaiden 1 data. This is great. I don't know if I've seen a game that reads all this at once. I'm used to entries in a series reading the immediately previous entry, so this is pretty spectacular. Oh, and one thing I found out is that you can fast scroll through text after you've beaten the game, as long as it's text you've already read. So that's nice. Episode 1, everybody. Pride. Hey, Dracologist. Yeah, this is Season 2. I guess you could call it that. I have no idea where this is going. We have a loading screen with the animation? Stepping it up. It's been 3 months since the war between the Highland Kingdom and the Dunan army ended. As for me, in exchange for successfully accomplishing the task of helping Greenhill, okay, we're still following Nash, drive off Highland's forces, my records with the guards were erased, hopefully making me untraceable. Now I'm on my way to my hometown, the capital of Harmonia, Crystal Valley. I don't know exactly what's waiting for me there, but I can't postpone settling matters with Zaj any longer. I'm curious, man. Starting from the city of Tinto and going through the grasslands, it should take about 2 weeks to reach Harmonian territory. I should reach the Defense Forces headquarters in Caleria about a week after that. Before crossing the mountains ahead, I decided to stop at a small village. Hopefully I can get some food and medicine here. Okay. Oh, yes. Of course we'll be having choices. I'll be asking the chat for assistance in that regard. I'm excited. So, here we are. We're Nash. Huh? Things seem rather busy. Street vendors are everywhere in the village. The villagers are also crowding the place, smiling and having fun. Excuse me, do you have a minute? Hey look, there's our luck points again. 0, of course. Yes, how can I help you? The village seems quite lively. Are you having a festival or something? Kieran, Yakuza reads all game data? I really thought that Yakuza read the immediate previous entry's game data. Possibly 2 entries, if we're talking about, like, Judgment or something. But I don't, like, 6 doesn't read... Well, no, that's not fair. The remaster came out afterward. Like, Judgment doesn't read, like, 6 and Kiwami 2, does it? I don't remember. A festival, huh? It's a little different from that. When the frost thaws and the green starts sprouting again, everyone in the village comes together for a lively feast. We call it the Hoof and Grass Flute Feast. Rolls right off the tongue. Judging by your clothes, I take it you're not from around here? I'm just wandering the grasslands. Yeah, I came from the city-states. Chat! I call upon you to help me make this decision. Now, one thing I should point out is in the original game, there were luck points you could get, and you still see them on the right side of the screen. But there were also 3 hidden categories: popularity, secret, and companion. The companion stat no longer exists, but we still have popularity and secret, and I will tell you right now, if I say I'm wandering the grasslands, that is a perk for popularity. If I say city-states, that's a perk for secret. So what would you like to go for? I do see option 2, I do see option 1. What do other people say? I'm curious. Grasslands keep a low profile, so I see 2 votes for option 1, 1 vote for option 2. Well, now I see 2 votes for option 2. Also, welcome Enthasias to the stream. 2 for secrets, 1 and 1. Damn, this is tough. People are adding it up. I think 1 is barely eking it out, so I'll go for Grasslands. We'll gain a popularity point. You look too cool to be a peddler. Maybe a traveling bard? Or maybe you're a spy on a secret mission in the Grasslands. No, that's not... Well, in any case, I'm in charge of cooking today, so please excuse me. Please enjoy your stay here. Wait a... Sadly, I didn't get to hear her name, but the feast can't start until she's served up her cooking, I guess. Just remembering my travels so far makes my stomach growl, so I'm not one to interrupt. As long as it's not Nanami's cooking, I guess. Can't have that. But this feast sure has a great variety of stalls, selling everything from food, clothing, and souvenirs. Selling everything from that to what? I was easily able to get the equipment and food I needed for the journey across the mountain. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a hold of any medicine, the most important item. Suddenly I noticed that there was a big crowd in the town square. I have time. Why don't I go and take a quick look? Oh, no way. It's them. But I've already met people, like, during the events of Suikoden 2, so this is not the beginning of Suikoden 2. Some traveling entertainers are performing their arts for money. It doesn't appear to be a regular part of the festivities. Hey, it's Ellie. Alright, it's time for the next part of the show. The knife throwing, I assume. Let's see. Are they gonna do it to me? Alright. Hey, you there. You, the guy with the blonde hair. Ah, crap. I want to see the crowd do that sweat drop thing, because that was fantastic. Huh? Do you mean me? Who else would I mean? On a day like this, if you're that immersed in the show, you'll lose your wallet. Eh? I check my wallet to make sure. It seems okay. Everyone around me is checking their wallets as well. That's pretty fantastic. Was everything okay? Okay, no more delays. Why don't you help me out here? It's a simple matter. All you have to do is stand still against this tree. Come. Me? It's decided. Well, come over here. I want to see the crowd do the sweat drop thing so bad. As soon as she said this, the girl pulled my arm and put me in front of a tree. Here we go. This is... I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, Bolgan. Okay, everyone, your attention. It's time for the famous and beautiful Ailey, the Master Knife Thrower. He's a lot more eloquently spoken in this game than in Suikoden 2. Watch carefully as she uses her amazing skills to accomplish this remarkable feat. Knife Thrower. Don't tell me I'm the target. No, oh god. The small fruit above my head is the target. My, don't tell me a big guy like you is afraid of a little knife. I wouldn't say that. Actually... So, choice number 2, everybody. If I say I wouldn't say that, like, no, I'm totally brave, that is popularity +1. But remember, if I choose negative options, I'll take a hit. If I say actually I'm scared, popularity -1, but I will gain a luck point, which could perhaps be spent on other decisions. So, what would the crowd like to choose? Well, the crowd wants to choose that I get the knife thrown at me. What would the chat like to choose? I do see 1 for option 2. 1 luck point, possible currency for later, but I look like a dork. Anybody else want to weigh in? Second option. Everyone's going for 2. I'm genuinely surprised. Oh, I do see 1 for option 1, though. Hello, the Maybetauter. Welcome to the stream. I guess I'm going for 2, so I'm gonna wimp out, even though we have seen Rio was just fine. Sheesh, it's too late to back out now. Show a little courage. Let's see your good side. What do you mean, show some courage? I don't want to... A slender girl came walking up to me with a smile on her face, carrying a small, unripe watermelon in her hands. Here it comes! Option 1 or unsubscribe. I got some bad news for you. She kind of looks like Ailey, the knife thrower. Is this her sister? The girl put the watermelon on my head and whispered softly in my ear. I'm sorry, that girl is just impossible. Just don't move. She's looking a little off today. That's the worst! What? Don't worry. I have some very good medicine available. For a knife in the head? That's not the problem here. Alright, here we go. It's one thing if they loudly tell the crowd, like, uh-oh, she looks off today, but to whisper that to me, like, that's terrifying. It's impossible for me to escape now. I decided to grit my teeth and prepare for the worst, which is my imminent death. Ailey carefully begins to aim. Wouldn't that be the biggest plot twist of all? This game has game over states? We just, like, just die. Don't move. Move a hair to the right, move a hair to the left. So this is Suikoden 2, right? We're supposed to move a little bit or not. So move a hair to the right, move a hair to the left. Both of those are popularity -1, but plus luck. If I don't move, then the popularity goes up. So what's it gonna be? Be a true pro, move, oh god. It turns out moving to the side was the correct decision. She would have missed and killed me terribly. But yeah, anybody want to weigh in on this one? Because if you do tell me to move, that's fine, but do you have a direction preference? To the right, to the left. What's it gonna be? Am I gonna get popular or am I gonna get luck? Option 1, I see a couple votes for option 1, don't move. We'll do the Rio strategy. Alright. Look at how cool I am. There! The knife grazes my cheek? Excuse me? So it missed the watermelon? That's horrifying. That... You... Wow. Wow. Alright. Isn't she supposed to be good at this? She was good at this before. Yeah, I've got a good rhythm going here. Hey, can we stop now? I just remembered something I've got to do. It'll be fine, stop worrying so much. This one will hit for sure. Ailey's got a dangerous look in her eyes. This is serious. I can tell, if she misses now, I will be dead. Hey, there it is! Because that other knife was way too close. A round of applause rose up from the audience. The knife had safely pierced its target. I breathe a sigh of relief as I look at Ailey and her friends. Okay, applause, applause. Please pass your tips over here. Oh, it's over, thank God, because with Rio, they kept getting smaller and smaller fruits until everybody in the crowd had that anime sweat drop. That was like the funniest part of the entire game, and it's the very beginning. Thank you very much. That was Ailey the Knife Thrower. I guess we're doing third person. Thank you very much. If you'd like, I could tell you your fortune. Oh yeah, that was like she had the... What was it? Like Ailey had knives and she had like, what, the tarot cards for her weapon? She's really strong-willed. Before I knew it, they'd been surrounded by the audience. By the looks of it, they're going to start their next performance. I can't bear the idea of being the target again. Quietly, I left the area. Quietly or not, you were the center of the crowd, so you had to sneak out. Quick little loading screen. That was quite a disaster. Oh, what? No! I turned around, catching two men standing off to the side, one of which flashes a charming smile in my direction. I had a pretty hard time of it. Is this not Suikogaiden? Even if I told you how bad she was. Oh, oh! We're safe, everybody, we're safe. I think that's a part of her show. To barely miss on the first try, then succeed in the second. The audience really enjoys it. Yeah! So do I, with a knife scratching my cheek. I see, so that's how it is. And here all that cold sweat was for nothing. That's right, Miklatov. I forgot, they're like the good guy Seed and Kogan. Looks like those girls are the same as ever. Even when us knights are watching them. When we knights, but realistically no one would talk like that. Those girls. You've met those performers before? That's right. I'm Miklatov and this is Camus. We fought together with those girls in the war. So is the war over? It's been 3 months. Is Suikogaiden 2 just over? Camus and Miklatov. Part of the core of the Dunan army, originally of the Matilda Knights? Then you're... Oh, there you are. Jeez, I was looking all over for you. Huh? If it isn't Camus and Miklatov. Yeah, they all know each other. I guess if... Now that I think about it, if the performers are just doing their thing, then... Yeah, I guess the war's over, because otherwise they'd be in Ryo's party, right? Fair enough. You know this guy? We just met, actually. Your name is... Oh, it's Nash. Nash Latkid. Nash, huh? Well then, let's go. I just saw a stand selling some tasty-looking cheese pastries. Huh? What the hell for? It's for earlier. I messed up, right? It's an apology. Is she actually messed up? It's terrifying. Come on, let's go. Camus, Miklatov, see you later. These are like these two high-ranking knights, and this performer, street performer's like, yeah, see ya. Like, they got an understanding. Ah, right. Really, the same as ever. These guys are all right. Is it me, or does this game run a little more smoothly than Volume 1? I mean, I know we're stuck on a loading screen, but we could see it loading instead of just like, I hope it works eventually. Alright, we're hanging out. We spent the time before the feast walking around the bustling village, stuffing our faces with cheese pastries from the stalls. She seems to be enjoying herself. I have to say, I like this kind of atmosphere. Yeah, a town that's not in the middle of fighting freaking Luca Blight. Yeah, Kieran, Nash has some luck, and that's without gaining luck points. As we made idle conversation, Ailey led me to the edge of the village. Looking down from the only village on the plateau, the view spread out below us is exceptional. What do you think? Pretty good spot, right? Yeah, it's got a great atmosphere. A place that can wash away all your worries. By the way, have you guys been traveling performers very long? For an entire war, yeah. Uh-huh. Rena's my big sister. She's a fortune teller. Then there's Bulgan, he's a fire breather. We've always traveled together. And had a good team attack. So, chat, your sister is really beautiful. Isn't it tough, living as travelers? So, your sister is beautiful, +1 secret. Isn't it tough? +1 popularity. So there's a question for you. Does anybody have any preferences for this one? I see one for the second one. That is, what was that, popularity? I guess there's only 3 stats, right? Luck, secret, popularity. So the second one is popularity. Anyone else want to weigh in on this one? Tough? Another one? Okay. We're probably going to go in the popularity direction then. Alright. It is pretty tough, but Sis is really helpful, and Bulgin is always smiling. Thanks to that, I hardly ever notice how hard it is. Yeah, Bulgin's a pretty chipper guy. He was cheering freaking Pilika up. Like, damn, he's good. I see. It must be nice to have comrades to travel with. Do you always travel by yourself? Yeah. Well, I'm the kind of guy who feels the most at ease by himself. Where are you guys from? You're not from the city-states, are you? We were born in the grasslands. Do you ever go back there? To your home? You say home, but we don't really have a home here. Yeah, fair enough. They're just travelers by, like, that's just their lives. Or people waiting for us either. So, as for a place to return to, I don't know, Dunin Castle? Yeah, okay, we got pretty strong ties with the Dunin Army's HQ, Dunin Castle. Yeah, they just hang out with them. A place to return to, huh? Hey, Ailey? Why did you join the Alliance Army? I was in the city-states around that time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it again. So, option 1, why did you join? Popularity +1. I was in the city-states. Secret +1. Do you have a preference? At this point, we've gained, like, what? 2 or 3 popularity, I think? And we have 1 luck point, that much is visible. And 0 secret. But I don't know how much secret anything costs or how much popularity, so I don't know. I am seeing, like everybody's voting for city. Okay, we're doing secret this time. Fair enough. Huh, really? By the way, one thing I also noticed is the music doesn't seem to awkwardly cut before looping. I don't know if that was just my file running on a PSIO, or if that's just how the game is, because this is also a file running on a PSIO, because, you know, it's in English. Well, I say I was there. It might be more accurate to say I was trying to keep an eye on the Highland Army, and ended up running around all over the place. What's up with that? Are you some kind of thief or something? Well, hey, you got it all wrong. Well, we should be heading back soon. Yeah, Sis's fortune-telling should be gathering customers soon. Ellie suddenly stopped talking, staring frozen at a spot below the plateau where a road ran down the valley. What is it? That's... I thought that was a trading caravan, but it's not, is it? I look down toward the valley. This is different music. Through a break in the grove of trees, I catch a glimpse of a group of figures on horseback. In each of their hands is a weapon. It couldn't be. Do I? Oh! It's playing the scary music, but those are those mountain bandits that joined us. And that woman, like, terrified the other 2 guys. She's like the biggest badass of them all. So it's Gijimu. Oh, so they finally showed up. Huh? Who are you? It's playing the scary music, but, like, these guys should be cool. Old Gustav asked us to come out here to find out if the legendary Firekeeper, Keepers of the Flame, really have shown up, see? Looks like we didn't come for nothing. That name the man behind me had said just now. The group known as the Keepers of the Flame are really well known in the grasslands. From what I'm told, they fought head-to-head with Harmonia's regional army 60 years ago, and even snuck into the One Temple and stole a true rune. Since I've come here, I've been hearing a lot of unbelievable stories like that. On top of that, the leader of that gang of bandits held the true Fire Rune and became known as the Fire Hero. Wow. Do we even know about that? Has that even come up? The true Fire Rune? Because I think there were, like, what? It was some weird number, like 17 true runes, and I don't know if the Suikoden series ever went over all of them. But true fire? I don't know. But that story's more than 50 years old. To have recent rumors of Keepers of the Flame sightings along the border, are they really... And you are? What? You never heard of the Great Gijimu of Lamp Dragon Mountain? Gijimu? Gijimu, it's you! How have you been? It just sucks the tension out of the room. Oh, it's little Missy. You look like you're doing good. Why are they still playing spooky music? Another acquaintance, huh? These guys sure know a lot of people. Yeah, 107, because she's the 108th. Actually, no, 108, because Ryo is one of them, isn't he? We too came to acquire information on the rumors of bandits raiding the vicinity, so to run into you is a stroke of luck. Camus? Oh no, they're the song ended and began again. When did you... Anyway, looks like we better hurry. Alright, Ailey's group should help the villagers find refuge. The forest to the north should be good. Got it. Right, then for the rest of us... The sound of an explosion came from the direction of the village entrance. Looking over there, we saw a huge pillar of fire rising up. Oh boy. The strength of that rune, it couldn't really be the power of a true rune, could it? I mean, literally a spell called Explosion. Whoa! They're coming! Is not a true rune, so... Yeah, alright, I guess we got Keepers of the Flame. Right as Miklatov shouted, the bandits rushed into the village. The square overflowed with screams as the villagers and travelers fell into panic. The bandits split into two groups at the entrance, and the sound of hoofs began to echo around the square. Oh, this music. Lo Wen, she's the best. Aren't there women and children here? These guys are really bad. Hey, you're coming too, right, Lo Wen? Now we've got a lot of things to do. I don't know if they're really the Keepers of the Flame, but I've got a bone to pick with these guys. They're really gonna be sorry. Hey, Red and Blue, what are you guys gonna do? He just straight up calls them Red and Blue, that's marvelous. I'm guessing I'm looking at some extra hands? Of course. If we didn't protect the people, what kind of knights would we be? What will you do, Sir Nash? I'm coming with you, of course. I'm used to trouble. I fought a vampire. I fought... Oh, man, I mentioned their names at the very beginning. The evil Seed and Kogan at the very at the end of Volume 1, and I won. Looks like Gijimu and Camus will split into two teams. Well then, which group should I go with? Chat, this is an interesting one. There's nothing with stats, just like... Which one do you like? Should I go with Camus and Miklatov, or should I go with the bandits, Gijimu's gang? This is just straight up, like, pick a team that you like. I guess it's for the CG. Yeah, we fought a big tree wolf and won with... I was gonna say with Elza's help, but it was really more Elza with our help. Koyuki, is this late game or post game too? My guess is post, if these different people are just hanging out and not with the Dunin army. But I don't know for sure. It's 3 months after Volume 1, that's the best I got. I see one vote for Gijimu's gang. I see one vote for Miklatov. Do we have any other votes, please? Anything would be greatly appreciated. Oh, this is one of the VNs that's between 2 and 3? Okay, fair enough. I guess that means it's the only VN between 2 and 3, then. Well, no, Volume 1 was, like, during 2. We should, meld into the Miklatov cocktail. Let's go, Camus and Miklatov. I'm very curious to see what would happen if I went the other way. I really might have to go back to Volume 1 and just unlock all the CG at some point. Let's hurry. Okay, let's go. We dove into the street to the left of the square and came across a bunch of bandits chasing some villagers. Listen up, foul thieves, really? You damn ruffians. You damn hoodlums, you accursed mountebanks. Can't do whatever you please. Hey, you're giving yourself away. The hell? Who are you? Now come at me. We have steel in our chivalry. You bastards and your pathetic blades have no chance against us. He forgot to mention his high-powered runes. What did you say? One of the bandits threw an axe, and right before my eyes, Camus knocked it away. Now then, it's about time for us to get a little rough. I don't care if you're knights or whatever. You're gonna regret this. Behind the bandits charging on horseback towards us, I could see a separate group of archers. It'd be safe to leave the approaching bandits to Camus and Miklatov. As for the others... You're not getting away from me. As I stepped back a little from behind the two, I lobbed a carefully aimed smoke bomb in the direction of the bandits in the back. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. Wah! What the hell's this? And then everything went white. Game over. White smoke covered the area. With this, they shouldn't be able to shoot any arrows. The scary music. Feed... What? Oh, okay. Feed Density Steel with your souls. It loves the taste. That's like... something a villain would say? This is Katana. You don't want to be killed by her. Her sword seals the souls of its victims. With my sword, Uriah. With each glitter of the two men's swords, a bandit fell off his horse, as expected from knights who pledged by their swords. Hooray! CG! Gah! Eek! I'm a very good voice actor when it comes to battle actions. Looks like this place is in good hands. In that case, I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Leaving the bandits in the front to those two, I headed towards the bandits in the back, who were desperately trying to shake off my smokescreen. Okay. Looks like you're having a lot of trouble. Damn! So you're the bastard that did this. I just got the victory music, or the inspirational music. Provoking the bandits, I drew them into a narrow alleyway. Like in 300. You bastard, hold it. We're really leaning into bastard, aren't we? Very 90s, early 2000s anime language. Sorry, but I can't do that. Dave. As I ran, with the sound of hooves coming up fast, I measured the distance between me and the bandits. Got it. 2 ellipses worth. Ellipses. No! 3 ellipses worth! Alright. Oh god, Winterburn, what is this? Some kind of Suikogaiden? Ugh. That line is just, that never gets old. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. I glanced back at them over my shoulder, shooting an anchor out at the wall surrounding the alleyway. So, now we're doing Attack on Titan. What? By the time the bandits grew suspicious of my behavior, it was already too late. A wire connected the anchor to the opposite side of the alley. Oh, is it a tripwire? Their horses are gonna go down? Brutal. Ooh-wah! Caught up in their own momentum, the bandits get tangled in the wire and fall from their horses one by one. Now we're in the present tense, I guess. The bandits behind them, charging in, fall in a similar manner. Just everybody just drops. It gets more and more comical. Like the 17th horse just also falls. That's that. They've fallen and they're dead? With those words, I left the bandits groaning in pain and headed back to where I had left Camus and Miklatov. Oh, Sir Nash, you're safe. What happened to the rest of the bandits? I rounded them all up. I tripped them and did not actually round them up. Well, he rounded them up and then tripped them. We may have swords, but Sir Nash has wit, it seems. Ah, well. But what about the explosion? Whoever cast that. More? This is... Yeah, okay, this other track that I wasn't 100% sure about. The sound of a huge explosion resounded from the central square, and when we turned to look, a gigantic pillar of fire was... standing there. Oh, I freaking love this track. Which ecologist, the 17th horse falls upside down, if you know French car crash comedy? I'm afraid I don't. Closest I can think of is the Blues Brothers 2000. Say what you will about that movie, but that car pileup just kept going. It was amazing. It can't be. They're really... They really fade to black. This loading screen reminds me of Kingsfield 2 so much. With the little guy running with a moonlight sword. Something about it, just the aesthetic, is somewhat similar, even though it's a bird. Ah, the Luca music. When we reached the main square, see now it's past tense, the area had tragically been reduced to ashes. Standing on that hideously charred ground, the 3 mountain bandits had apparently finished off the small fry and were already facing off against the invading bandit gang. Hooray! 3 tough bandits versus many less tough bandits? I could count about 10 opponents, each readying weapons of their own. Yeah, but all 3 of those other bandits are playable characters, so they're way stronger. Dracologist. In Taxi and Gummold's comedy animations, car crashes happen like that to the first 3 cars, the 4th somehow arrives upside down. That's amazing. That's so dumb, I love it. So, a man who seemed to be the leader of the bandits was standing in the center of the square. Oh damn, this is like a new character? So, their leader has finally shown himself, my fault. The leader stood unmoved, and glancing at us, I assume he's glancing at us with that mask, assembled in the square, he opened his mouth to speak. Ho ho, this is surprising. All these people from the Dunan army in a remote village like this. It's no wonder my subordinate's in so much trouble. If you know us, then talk fast. Leave this village quickly and get out of my sight. Then dissolve your band of thieves and never again cause trouble like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get right on that. He said talk fast, right? This is the grasslands of Freeland. Who could possibly give us orders on how to live our lives? I'll say this. At least you're good at talking, if nothing else. Then are you saying you'd rather fight to the bitter end? Hey, you bastards are nothing but cowardly robbers acting all carefree like this. You really think you can do whatever you want? You're one to talk, buddy. Calling us cowardly, that's an amusing thing to say. We walked in and shot off 2 explosions. Then what the Dunan army has done, couldn't that be called cowardly as well? What did you say? I don't even know what they're talking about at this point. That's crazy talk. What are you saying we did? Preaching insincere ideals while committing atrocities behind the scenes like the cowards you are. Oh, I get the feeling this is a case of a misunderstanding because we ain't committing no atrocities. Do you expect the Keepers of the Flame to fear you? Again, we're playable characters, bro. This is bad. Loading. Ah, nuts. But there are 5 of us. Well, there are 5 playable characters, and we're Nash in a visual novel. We're fine. Don't falter. They're encircling us. We found ourselves standing back to back, defending from the bandits' offensive. Kamis, Miklatov, and the mountain bandits' strength is certain, but I don't know if we can break this circle. You! Omae wa mo shinderu. This is really bad. Crimson flames. Burn my enemies to ashes. Damn it! Don't I say something similar for, like, the talisman? Immediately, a huge pillar of fire rose up behind us? He's not gonna do it just below us? I get the feeling that in defending ourselves from the immediate threat, we've left out something bigger. The truth behind this magic, which has twice now made pillars of flame rise up in the village. Damn it! As soon as I found a gap, I slipped out of the bandit's circle and, keeping out of sight of surrounding eyes, somehow drew close to the leader. Such impudent behavior. I expect you can use a sword. Magic can't be all you've got. Of course I can. It would have been rather difficult to spread my name across this harsh land if I couldn't. I'm just getting Shura vibes from this guy from Hokuto no Ken 2, if any of you have any idea what I'm talking about. He accompanied his retort with a swing of his sword, which I fended off with a dagger. The moment our swords came together with a scattering of sparks, I shot a spike out of the sleeve of my free hand. Constant tricks with this guy. Gah! Gotcha! Boss! Please get away from there now! His subordinates start to intrude on our fight, killing my chances of making a finishing blow. This is bad luck. Again. Dracologist, I get the feeling this guy might be a fraud, maybe. Yeah, I'm wondering if he doesn't have, like, a really good talisman or something. Keepers of the Flame. We will entrust our bodies to the fire. If we do so, the flames will surely become our strength. They all just die. The bandits all moved at once at their leader's shout, each of them pulling out a small talisman. Ah, crap, for the leather bags hanging at their waists. Oh, nuts. It can't be. I recognize the thieves' talismans. Flame dance? Explosion? It damn well better not be explosion. Oh, can it be defense? So they are gonna flame themselves, but they'll block it first. Smaller than what was used back in Green Hill, they would most likely have a narrower range of effect. In other words, they wouldn't be able to cover the whole team, but they'd protect the immediate area around the user. Which means... he's gonna kill off his own goons. Crap! He's planning to use high-level magic. What did you say? This is... Camus, you use fire. Come to think of it, I've got a talisman. Everybody, run! So, for the record... I've got a talisman, minus popularity, plus luck. But if I tell everybody to run, my popularity will go up. Does anybody have any preferences for this one? Because we're coming to the climax of this first chapter. And this game, I think, also has 4 chapters. I just don't know how long the last one is, because there's like one option in the last one, but who knows if it goes exposition heavy. I have no idea. So I see 2 votes for option 2, 1 vote for option 1. 3 votes for 2. Alright, everybody run, get the hell out of here. So my guess is that if I said I have a talisman, they might be like, shut up, get out of here. Because we're going in the same option anyway. This is going to be big. We're really not in a good spot right now. Master, we're in a tight spot. You can't be planning to turn your backs on the enemy. This is our only chance. Dying in vain isn't a knight's dream, is it? Oh man, that's great. Immediately after the leader invoked his spell, a red-hot fireball appeared between us and the bandits. The fireball gradually swelled with an ominous roar, its color changing brightly. You can see the symbol up on the top. This is some really dangerous magic. The fireball swallows up the bandits first, but thanks to the talismans in their hands, they act as if nothing happened. Without any way to counter the magic, we have no choice but to run away. I didn't know how many bandits there were. I really thought he was going to protect these immediate guys, and whoever wasn't in the protective zone is just too bad. Maybe not, though. Scatter! Hurry and run! Koyu and Lo Wen went left out of the main square. Who's Koyu? We didn't join up with them, so they never told us, but he's the little kid bandit. With Gijimu and Miklatov going right. Camus and I ran straight on through the square. During that time, the fireball expanded even faster, filling the entire square. Excuse me? Can I see this? Searing my back with heat. Just the expansion is searing my back? Wait until he launches it. Damn it. Just how far is it going to spread? Kya? Who is this? Huh? Oh, you. A woman had fallen in the alley. Ironically, she's going to be cooked. That's the girl from... We're coming! I changed course without a moment's delay, rushing toward the woman, with Camus close behind. Ugh! Maki! Oh, is that her name? Camus! What? Did they know each other? But the moment we tried to help her up, pain distorted her face. Camus! Forget about me! Hurry and run! What are you saying? I'm not the kind of man to leave you here and run. You should know that. The fireball's approaching fast. The way things are going, I'm probably going to get swallowed up by that ever more powerful fireball along with those two. Isn't there anything I can do? That's it! They're still away! I rush over to one of the fallen bandits in the alleyway, hurriedly fumbling through the leather bag in his waist. Oh, that's very clever! Yeah, take his talisman, because they should all have one. That's fantastic! Got it! Just as I thought, there was a talisman in the bag. That's brilliant thinking. Camus, use this! I throw the talisman to Camus, hoping he knows runes, which he does, but Nash doesn't know that. But that's not enough. In order to defend ourselves, we'll need 3 talismans at least. That's some narrow area, damn. But none of the other bandits lying scattered in the alleyway had a talisman. What? What were they, the Expendables? Damn it! You're supposed to give them to your whole team! I tripped like 5 dudes! If there's only one, that will be enough. No way! If we do that, there's 2 people going unprotected. And I'm not gonna be one of them! I just snatch it back. When I finally got my hands on more talismans, somehow, it was already too late. The fireball swallowed up Camus and Maki in a giant blaze. They're not gonna kill Camus in a freaking Gaiden VN, are they? Like, that's absurd. Ha 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 ha! Those who challenge the Keepers of the Flame will all be burned to nothing by the fires of hell. We will return to this village tonight. Why? There's no village left. From now on, you will abide by our rules. Rule number 1, rebuild, because otherwise there's nothing to rule. Smartest man on the planet? He'll end up being smartest man on the cinder. From within the roaring maelstrom of fire, only the leader's awful resounding voice could be heard. Game over. You chose poorly. Chat, why did you have me choose Mikoltov and Camus? It was a terrible decision. But no, it doesn't matter. We still have one more direction to go. They wouldn't have killed... I don't know about Maki. It seems dark to kill her off. But Camus, really? When the leader of the Keepers of the Flame let loose his magic, the village square was completely destroyed. Though luckily, injuries were kept to a minimum, thanks to Ailey's team evacuating the villagers. Remember Ailey? She's here too. Don't worry, it's fine. However... How is he? How's he doing? It's not good. He still hasn't regained consciousness. Well, if he's alive, he was covering Maki, so she should be okay, I think. It seems Camus had used practically all the talisman's power to protect Maki when they were swallowed up by the explosion. I'll take over nursing duty. You've got an injured leg, after all, Miss Maki. You should be, maining, Final Fight too, shouldn't you? No, it's fine. It's because of me that Camus is like this. There's no need to worry, Lady Maki. If Camus and I were to fall to such an insignificant thing as this, then our training must have been very poor. Our training regularly involved getting scorched. What? Yeah, but not even Mikoltov's words could brighten Maki's face. I mean, Camus is unconscious. Is Camus okay? The medicine seems to be working. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I see. That's good. Hey, Rena, will Maki be okay? Do a reading. Well, he's regained consciousness. Camus! Hey! It all worked out. Maki? That's good. You're safe. That's very translated directly from Japanese. I can hear it in Japanese. Yes, thanks to you. Thank you. Hooray! With Camus having regained consciousness, we have 0 fatalities. Everyone that had crowded into the room was relieved. Everybody, 3 talismans? Try 2 talismans. That's all we need. Ah, this is great. For a moment there, I wasn't sure what to think. This is a huge relief. By the way, Lady Maki, are you and Camus acquainted? Yes, we're childhood friends. Oh? Something like that. Yeah. I was born in a Free Knights of Camaro district, and her parents would often come by to trade, so we've known each other since we were kids. When I left that district, I joined the Knights of Matilda, and since then we haven't had a chance to meet again. I fought an entire war without having seen her. I had heard rumors that you joined the Knights of Matilda, but to see that they're true. Then did you also fight against the Dunan army? I heard they attacked the Knight's domain. Well, I regret to say this, but as my hot-blooded nature would not allow me to overlook the plight of others, I was forced to break my allegiance to the Knights. In the end, I joined the Dunan army in their fight. What? You and the Dunan army? So that's how it is. Yeah, nobody seems to like the Dunan army. Like, what happened? Suddenly, Maki's face looked downcast. Her expression seemed to say she'd realized something, and everyone else kept their mouths shut. They were all bothered by the bandit leader's parting words. Which was, haha, I'm coming back. Maki! Is Maki there? A violent knocking resounded throughout the room. Maki ran to answer the door. Mystery music? This Sir Clado, there are wounded people in here, so please keep it down. I know that. I heard they're part of that Dunan army lot, so I came here right away. I'm coming in at once. I'm going to have a talk with those men. You're part of the Dunan army? That's right. Excuse my rudeness, but who are you? I am Clado, the mayor of this village. How dare you show your faces here? Sir Clado, I don't know what you're scheming this time, but leave this village alone. You've already taken all of our money and food, and yet you have the nerve to come back here looking completely unconcerned. Okay, calling it now. A bunch of assholes who are claiming to be from the Dunan army are pulling some shenanigans. Like, that has to be what it is. That would be an incredible twist if some of the playable characters in the previous game actually turned out to be villains. That'd be nuts. Dragon Ace, you thought I said this was post-game 2? I think it is. It's 3 months after game 1, and, like, Ailey's just doing her performance shtick. I assume she's out. Like, that's my guess, but I'm not 100%. Clado looking completely unconcerned. After we finally managed to prepare something we could call a feast. We robbed you? That bandit leader mentioned something similar, but... Yes. The truth is, about half a year ago, a unit from the Dunan army suddenly appeared. So that would have been during the war, I think. That can't be. I don't believe it. If you don't believe our words, then go outside and take a look for yourself. There's just graffiti, Dunan army was here. Without a moment's delay, Gijimu's gang flew outside. Migletov and I rushed after them. Dunan army bastards, get out of our village! Yeah, that's right. Give back the food you stole from us. What? We just joined. That's right. My little brother was... by you bastards. They are throwing that word around like it's going out of style. What the hell is this? You guys, didn't we just save you guys from those stinking bandits just a little while ago? Why are you saying this kind of stuff now? Ha! That was just part of your plan, wasn't it? I mean, I know that that's where conversations like this can go, but, like, that's quite the plan, don't you think? You bastards! Do you understand now? No matter how much unnecessary effort you put into this, we will only find you a nuisance. It would be better for you if you left this place quickly. Huh, well... Oh, hello there, Wily Bear. Blair. Bear. Very good. Hello there, Wily Blair. Welcome to the stream. Saved it. First try every time. Back in the room, everyone was in a grave mood, with not a word being spoken between us. Among us, actually. With the state the villagers were in, it seemed there was some truth to what they said about the Dunan army having come and plundered the place, and so they asked themselves what meaning those words held. It's obviously someone faking being... like, come on. While the villagers were taking shelter, they told me. When Bolgan heard it, I was a little sad. Third person or first, buddy? How do you talk? But who the hell was it? Looting like that? I don't know of any of my bandits that have the guts to pull that off. And we're bandits. But, well, the ones who did the looting were from the Dunan army. At least that's what they call themselves. Yeah, Nash is the only one who could just guess, like, is it true? I don't know. Like, he's the only one who was not actually part of this. This area of the grasslands was under the protection of the Knights of Matilda. Then you all... no, the Dunan army defeated them. In the confusion, a lot of guys scheming to make a profit may have turned up. To be fair, the Dunan army is more than 108 people. Like, it was an actual army, we just only paid attention to the people. Then our fight gave birth to the tragedy in this village. Is that what you're saying? That can't be right. His goal was... Ailey. All things have good spots and bad ones too. That fight is no different. It met with good results. But this village was one of the bad results. Or so it said. So then, what do we do now? They told us to get out, so do we leave? The mayor... he said something rather strange. Something about unnecessary effort. What do you think he could have meant? I see. So that's how it is, huh? Yeah. What? How what is? Well, Sir Clado, it seems he was planning to pay the bandits tribute. Oh! Just as they wanted him to? Well then! This is our fault. But before he could, that fight happened between everyone and the bandits blew up the whole damn town. So then, the battle earlier was... What? What? What are you saying? So that sort of thing's what those no-good robbers usually do? You're just going to overlook the whole thing and give it to them? You gotta be kidding me. They blew up the town even before we got involved. Those guys just don't want to spend time looking for the treasure themselves. Seems that way. But if I take the tribute... Going together, You can't. If we do that, the village of Millet will... That definitely won't happen. Not when you've got your childhood friend the knight and his partner, these bandits overflowing with chivalry, and these kind traveling entertainers to go with you. And me, who helped work up a college town into defending the freaking Highland army. Or defending against the Highland army. Whether there's one gang of thieves or two, we'll crush them. It doesn't matter how many, maggots. It doesn't matter how many maggots you've got. I'll crush them all. Damn straight. By the way, if anyone could place that quote, you will gain 3 popularity points personally. Yeah, that's right. No matter what anyone says, we should do what we think is right. Looks like we'll be able to teach them that. And this is the overworld music, by the way. With so many voices together, what we say may come true. On this land, though disgraceful things may certainly have happened, we will dispel this infamy. This is our chance. Alright, let's strike while the iron's hot. Us guys will start scouting out the enemy immediately. In the meantime, I'll leave you guys to figure out our strategy. Be careful. Our enemy isn't your average band of thieves. Except it actually is, except for the leader. No need to worry. Yours truly are veterans when it comes to mountain walking. Yeah, they are. There's nobody better than us. Leaving those cheerful words behind, the bandit trio left the room. I gotcha. If you could find some way to gather the villagers near the forest of the north, that'd be a big help. If they're over there, then if anything happens, they'll be able to take refuge in the woods immediately. No problem. Gathering people is what we do, after all. Touché. Ooh, Winterburn. Yeah, that quote. It doesn't matter how many maggots you've got. Yes, Star Ocean, very well done. You, personally, gain 3 popularity points. Star Ocean 3, to be precise. What about us? You should rest until the battle begins. Your skill with the sword will be most helpful when those guys show up. Now that everyone's got their assigned roles, what should I do? See how Maki's doing. Check on the village. This is the last choice for the chapter, by the way, and I don't think either affects our stats. So what do you just want me to do? Check on one person, check on everyone but the one person. Second option. Anyone else want to weigh in on this one? See how Maki's doing, so that's 1 for each. Anybody else? If there's a tie, I could always overrule, but I just want to see if anyone wants to weigh in. I keep using the same thing. Alright, well, in the meantime, I think I'm going to do, check out how, Maki's going to do it, because, I get the feeling we're just going to get assaulted if I check the village. Oh, and we got a second vote for Maki anyway, so alright. We get a full loading for this. I decided to go see how Maki was doing. She looked like she had a pretty bad shock back there. Well, I mean... Plus, I'm worried that Clado might hear about what we're planning to do. Are you okay with that injury on your leg? Thank you very much for worrying about me. Thanks to you, I'm alright now. I mean, literally thanks to Camus, but... Well, no, we got the talisman. Besides, everyone else is working so hard it would be inexcusable if I rested instead of putting in my share. Is that what the axe is for? Yes, I'm chopping firewood. With an injured leg, damn. Without it, I won't be able to make Camus a cup of tea. Well, if that's the case, just let me handle it. Besides, you should be resting. That hot-blooded knight's gonna have a word or three to say to you if he catches you in a place like this, I bet. No, he wouldn't. Well, we'll never know. I take the axe from Maki and send her back inside the house. Wow, we're just not gonna get it. If I'm here, I'll know right away if she steps outside. Camus comes out. Why the hell aren't you out here chopping wood? But for the Dunan army to loot. Hey, Miklotov, I wonder if casting aside our allegiance to the Knights of Matilda was really the right thing to do. That time, our knight emblems were... Yeah, that was a dramatic scene. They threw him to the ground. Hey, Camus, do you remember when we were taking the exam to join the Knights of Matilda? Huh? Of course, it was my first time seeing a man so nervous that his teeth were chattering. Don't make fun of me. For me, that was the critical moment when I could finally turn my dreams into reality. You always did overthink things with that seriousness of yours. The enrollment exams don't prohibit multiple tries, you know. What are you saying? If I failed, I would have been forced to wait until the next year. Well, I came with a letter of recommendation from the Free Knights myself, so I was in the same position, not being able to fail. But my opponent in the mock battle had so much fighting spirit, I really had quite a hard time. They were just going to watch our swordsmanship, but you were so desperate to win they started getting anxious for someone to finally end it. The same goes for you, doesn't it? Whose fault do you think it was that we broke the record for the longest mock battle in the history of the exams? Jeez, even the judges were quite amazed. That's my line. But we may have been incredibly reckless in those days. We sure were. The world seemed like a much simpler place back then. Good deeds and bad ones. For our sense of values, that was all we needed. It really was. But that has changed as well. The day we threw away our knight emblems, the result of our battle was already decided. For Maki's village to... What a foolish thing to say. What? I may no longer have a knight's emblem on my chest, but I still have a knight's pride. There are good and bad spots in everything. That's what Miss Rena said. That being the case, I will live on in order to make sure the good spots increase as much as possible. Heh. You really are wonderfully simple. Sorry about that. Mr. Nash? Have you finished? There's like 1,000 split logs. Eh? Oh, you were eavesdropping on their conversation, weren't you? Well... Just wait a minute, I'll finish chopping this firewood into flesh. I was the fool! I'm the one who blew it. I definitely like loading screen more than black screen, and I'm afraid the thing crashed. Hey, Nash. What? Turning toward the voice, the color drained from my face, seeing Gijimu's gang standing there. This ain't the time to be chopping wood all carefree like. We've got a real problem. Those guys are already coming this way. What? What did you say? That can't be. It's too soon. I freaking love this track. It looks like that mayor guy sent a message to them. Come back and kill us. What? So how many are we looking at? Lots more than before. Can't be less than 30 men out there. I heard the bandits are on their way here. Yeah, we're in big trouble. In Little Millet. I'm worried. The villagers are still in the square. Excuse me. They've come way too soon. On top of that, Mayor Clado said something about coming to an agreement and is gathering all the villagers in the square. Oh boy. I'll do something about the villagers. But we've got to hurry. As it is, I don't see any way this can end peacefully. Yes. If we can dispel our infamy with this, then... I don't know about that, but I could take that Gustav down a notch or two if I brought him this bastard's head as a present. Then I will also. Camus, you're fine here. An injured person will just hold us back. But in this case... Miss Maki, please take care of Camus. I like when Nash remains level-headed in crazy situations like this. Camus. Maki. I absolutely must go. Even without the knight's emblem on my chest, my pride as a knight remains. Those were the words of my troublesome partner. Camus, of course you... I'm sorry, Maki. Honestly, it's the same as that time. Maki... This is a dagger my father carried for self-defense. I don't know how to use it myself, but there is magic embedded in the handle. I'm giving you this. Thank you, Maki. I will make good use of it. You've always been like this. Once you've decided on something, you're always so stubborn. Well, you know, hot-blooded knight gets fire ability. Oh boy, nice looking village. We quickly threw a plan together, but when we arrived at the square we found that the Keepers of the Flame had already set up camp there. Damn! Looking at this, I'd guess that talk about giving tribute to the bandits was true. Winding his way through the crowd of villagers, Clado appeared before the bandit leader. Behind him, several people came carrying the tribute in their hands. Having laid the goods on the ground, Clado prostrated himself there. My Lord Fire Hero, we, the people of the village of Millet, humbly obey your words. Please give this village your divine protection from now on. This is all the tribute you have? What a pitifully poor village. Tch. What's he looking so proud of himself for? I guess you're reading it in his body language, because I'm getting nothing from the face. Shh! They'll hear you. More importantly, everybody take your places. I'll give the signal when it's time. When I do, begin following the plan. Everyone slipped into the crowd and disappeared. As I waited for the right timing, I listened closely to the leader and Clado's conversation. You've gone through a lot of trouble. I'll be taking this tribute then. The leader signaled a subordinate who carried off the tribute. Anytime now, I hit a firebomb in the palm of my hand. Fire! Their one weakness! It would set off a small explosion in the middle of the square. That was going to be the signal to the others. What is the meaning of this? Clado raised his head with a bitter shout as the bandit drew their swords and seized him. Oh no! We've received our tribute, and conveniently the villagers are all gathered here too. Now let's cut to the chase. I am aware that traitors gather at your little hoof and grass flute feast. By the way, cut to the chase? What does that mean? That's something you do with a remote control when watching a movie. That expression literally cannot exist in this time period. Let's just skip to that part, unless you tell the actors in a play to go to Act 3 or whatever. I am aware that traitors gather at your little hoof and grass flute feast. I'll be taking all their goods. Of course, it's just as Gijimu said. The leader placed a hand on his sword. He's planning to kill Clado. Shit. It's time. Haha! The firebomb I threw was knocked down by the leader's sword. Damn. But at the moment it fell, small columns of fire and white smoke spread around the area. The villagers, huddled in panic, were surprised at the sound and scattered from the square like baby spiders. That's exactly the expression I would have used. It makes sense, but like... What? Taking care of the villagers will be up to Ailey's team. Next, it's our turn. You, from before. I'm impressed that you managed to survive. Looks like you have even worse luck than me. You should probably be worrying about your own life, though, Mr. Fake Fire Hero. What are you? That talk about you still being alive after more than 50 years, that's a fairy tale. Unless you're the new Necklord, in which case I'm gonna piss myself. Fool. The true fire rune dwells within me. Those who wield the 27. I said 17. Those who wield the 27 true runes are bestowed with the power of everlasting youth. Those pillars of fire before were supposed to be the power of one of the 27 true runes? Give me a break, you don't know much about the world, do you, you dumb bastard? That's right, if I compare that magic from earlier with the sinister power I've seen before, this is mere child's play. I've seen the Beast Rune, dude, it's serious business. How cheeky, coming from someone pretending to be a blue knight. Take this! The bandits lashed at their horses and came rushing toward us. Following our plan, we turned our backs to them and ran in different directions. Hold it! You trying to run away? We continued running as the bandits shouted after us. Before long, we'd run past the area devastated by the fire and onto a narrow street of clean buildings. Koyu! Here they come! Alright! Haha! Koyu's voice came down from atop a partially destroyed building. Hey, you guys! How about you try this on for size? What, do you throw an axe? Koyu pulled on a rope, okay, causing a mountainous heap of rubble to come crumbling down. Wow. It's better than my plan. You little brat! With the path blocked to their horses, the bandits chased Koyu on foot, but he quickly disappeared among the buildings and made catching him impossible. Yeah, you are not catching mountain bandits. Well then, the guys that are left will be my opponents. Ching. Oh, they're still doing the sounds over the loading screen. This is great. That should do it. Everything's good on my end, too. Let's go to where Big Bro Gijimu is. Cool! You bastards, haven't you heard of Gijimu of the Lamp Dragon Bandits? You're not getting past me. Gijimu was blocking the way to the door of a building, fending off the bandits' attacks. Bro! Don't tell me splitting up was a bad plan after all. In that case... I threw a smoke bomb without a moment's delay. I just have 100 of them. Wah! The hell is this? You sneaky bastard! Where'd you run off to? I swear to God, I gotta make like a bastard count in this installment. This is ridiculous. It is definitely like 10 to 15. While the bandits were stumbling around, we joined up with Gijimu. Bro! Are you okay? Bro! Yeah, somehow. What about Lo Wen? What happened to that spirited lady? She's probably taken out like 10 guys by herself. We screwed up. Lo Wen was shouting all mad-like when an arrow came flying straight at her. Then somehow I ended up fighting these guys who were hiding in this building. As the smokescreen began to disappear, I would say maybe dissipate, the ring of bandits closed in on us. Looks like there's about 15 of them at a glance. So half the entire group. With just me and Koyu and an injured Gijimu, this might get a little tough. But we can't just abandon Lo Wen and run. On top of that, I'm worried about leaving Miklotov by himself much longer. Yeah, I love how we met Lo Wen in the first game because she was captured, and when they saved her, she was like, you idiots, what took you so long? Why do you suck so much? Huh. I was thinking of getting souvenirs for my wife and son before going back to Zexen, but is the feast already over? Who are you? Oh, wow! Gilbert. Nobody at all. I'm just a humble mercenary. If it isn't Gijimu and Koyu. Are these bandits your friends? If that's the case, then sorry. Some of them came at me, so I ended up killing them. Damn, finally we got a kill count in this game. It's Old Man Gilbert! What the hell, another acquaintance? These guys aren't anything like our friends. It sure seems that way. So they're enemies then. I've been thinking of retiring, but I suppose I'll be lending a hand one last time. Don't overdo it, Gilbert, you old geezer. We're not giving out any rewards. What? I've got no problem with that. I learned a few things in the last battle, too. Besides, these guys seem like they might be really loaded. Well, in that case, we'll be counting on you then. I'm heading over to Miklotov. Awesome. Damn, we made our last decision in this chapter a while ago, but we're really going with this ending bit. Ha. Who's next? Miklotov. Sir Nash. Sorry, I had some unexpected difficulties over at Gijimu's spot. Oh no, it's some guy. Just then, in that moment's distraction, a bandit who'd been hiding in the shadows came running at Miklotov with a sword. Hey! You're a troublesome fellow, despite always telling me not to let my guard down. Camus, you... Lying down and being nursed to health by a lady isn't so bad, but when it's this noisy outside, it's rather hard to get any sleep. And you call me the stubborn one. I'm hopeless, but have you changed that much yourself? Sir Nash. I guess there's no helping it. I can't exactly tell you to go back now. This is such a conclusion thing. I mean, and it is a conclusion, but this is chapter 1. This is crazy. But then again, in volume 1, chapter 1 concluded with fighting a vampire that our vampire friend had been hunting forever. So, the lowlifes have returned. Oh, this is the final battle, the final boss music. I think. Gijimu should be taking care of your subordinates that left the square. Splitting your troops up that much isn't a good plan, you know, even though literally half of them were on us. I don't suppose you'd like to surrender quietly? You think you have me cornered. Don't make me laugh. What do you... You! The leader placed his left hand on the back of his right. He's planning to use that fire magic. You think we'll let you do that? Nikoltov picked up momentum and ran at the leader with his sword, but the nearby bandits quickly spurred their horses, and Nikoltov and I were quickly cornered. It seems the leader has some skilled underlings on hand. It'll be impossible to just kick them over in one go. Meanwhile, the leader's right hand has started glowing red. This hand of mine is burning red! Before he releases that power... Crap. At this rate... Oh no, you know what? This might not be the final boss music. This might be the final fight with Luca music. Hello there, Jack White. Welcome to the stream. It doesn't look like the bandits will allow us to retreat even a single step. Will I be forced to use these swords again? Master, I promised I never would. Rude within me. Reveal your power to this world. It's no use. Dual Snake Sword Grosser. That flame will not be consuming any more fear. Take this. Oh, the dagger? This guy keeps getting hit by thrown objects. It's amazing. Gah! A dagger had pierced the leader's arm. However, rune within me. Reveal your power to this world. Cover them in scorching flames. Dragon Slave? The leader's hand was wrapped up in dazzling light. I got Grosser Fluss in my hand, but it's obvious I'm too late to do anything. I'm not going to have time to search his underlings for talismans this time. Damn. To die in a place like... It's the dagger, right? No, he already threw the dagger, didn't he? What is this? Why? My magic! It works really well, doesn't it? Take a close look at the rune embedded in that dagger. Okay. What? This. A silence rune. Clever. Now then, with this, your magic has been sealed. Your subordinates have been dispatched as well. What will you do, Lord Fire Hero? Damn you, if it's come to this. The leader unsheathed his sword. At the same time, Camus and Nikoltov turned their swords to point at him. Well, he's dead. Your misdeeds will end here, for our knight's pride and for the honor of the Dunan army. Accept this punishment for the sin of injuring a lady's leg. And, you know, blowing up a village. Take this! The two start running at the leader. His lunge at Nikoltov was parried, and as they raised them overhead, the two men's swords seemed to shine. The leader's whole body was wrapped up in this cross of light. That's kind of amazing. Can we see that? Get wrecked! For just a second, I thought that was blood coming from Nikoltov's sword and from the guy's neck. I was like, no way! But they're the hanging decorations. That was nuts for just a second. Gah! They anime slashed him. They did the thing where they go past him. So just like Volume 1, there's this huge build-up to this boss, and then it's just dealt with in Chapter 1. Like, the real plot comes later. It's amazing. Huh? What, it's already over? And here I thought I'd come back and let them see my knife technique. Which she has. She's playable. What a shame. Ellie's group, who had helped the villagers escape, and Gijimu's gang, who had taken care of the small fry, had all come back. So that's the end of that. Big Sis Lowen's injury is shallow too, so does that mean it's case closed? Yay, I'm glad. Bolgan's happy! Yeah, that's how I'm used to him talking. There aren't many injured villagers either. They'll be safe for now. I see. That's good. Why are we playing the scary music? Oh, so this guy was the head of the bandit gang, huh? Come on, you. Let's see what kind of face he's got. It's like my face. It's like the scariest reveal ever. With those quick words, Koyu tore off the leader's mask. If it's a playable character for the Dunan army, I'm gonna be very surprised. Him! You know him? It's Ryo. This man, his name is Clint. He was the head of the White Knights and Gorodo's right-hand man. Oh, wow. So there's the Red, White, and Blue Knights, and he was the White Knight leader. Wow, okay, but at least he's not part of the Dunan army. Like me, he wielded a fire rune. Holy cow, in that case... I had heard rumors that Clint had deserted when the Dunan army assaulted the Knights of Matilda's domain, but to escape to the grasslands and trick people with the Keepers of the Flame. Indeed, he had used the same sword style that Camus and Nikoltov use. They should have recognized it, especially if he's a former Knight of Matilda. The two of them looked down at Clint with bitter looks on their faces. They looked with looks. The Dunan army defeated the Highland Royal Army and brought peace to the land. But on the other side of the story, with the defeat of the Knights, remnants of the Dunan army started pillaging. Well, that's war for you. Whatever the reason is, where war occurs, there are people who will die, and people who will cry for it. JC Denton just came by. What a shame. Yep, he's really feeling it. The grassland sky was a clear blue, and under that blue sky, we were getting ready to go our separate ways. Although we defended them from the bandits' raid, the villagers' feelings don't seem to have changed much. In the end, I guess they just saw it as a dispute between bandits. Yeah, but we're gonna leave, and they no longer have to play tribute. The problem is they have to rebuild their damn village. Camus, Gijimu, and Lo Wen were completely healed, thanks to medicine offered by the villagers. Lo Wen was just out that whole fight, that's disappointing. Hey Nash, if you ever get a break, come and stop by Tinto. I guess maybe we could have seen Lo Wen do something if we had joined their crew instead of Nikoltov and Camus. Sure, but you're leaving already? I gotta go tell that bastard Gustav all about our heroic deeds this time around. Besides, looks like we've dried up our welcome with those village guys. Well, not like I've been trying to change this mountain bandit look. Well, you got a point there. Hey, you. You're not supposed to agree so readily. He can't help it if it's true. So we've taken care of our business, so now we're hurrying home. Nash, if you ever come to Two River, you should stop by my shop. I'll treat you to so much booze you'll practically drown in it. I was thinking her look reminds me of Kimberly from the first game, but now her attitude's kind of like bordering on that too. I'll drop by. I'm gonna try not to drown though. Safe travels then, Nash bro. Yeah, see you. I assume they're out of the game now. Too bad, they're great. The three of them went off in the opposite direction from me. Those guys, unconcerned with any reports, still give me the feeling they're reliable. Nash will be going soon too. It looks like the feast has been postponed. On top of that, it's been leaked out that we were with the Dunan army, so we're not gathering any customers. I see. That's pretty bad, huh? You too. We're used to this sort of thing. That's right. Whatever happens, Bolgan is happy. Nash, you're going back to Harmonia, right? That's too bad. We're going somewhere else. Yeah. Wait, how do you know that? How indeed. I told Maki, right? Oh, it's because we talked to Miss Sierra. Oh! Going way back. And you know how Nash is marveling that everybody knows everybody? It's like, you know Sierra too? She said she'd hired someone to carry her luggage before, but since she hasn't had any help with it lately, her shoulders are getting stiff. She said it was a blonde skirt chaser named Nash from Harmonia. That's not really his thing though, is it? A blonde skirt chaser. I knew it was you. Ha! When I heard your name was Nash, it was like a light came on in my head. This is the guy I thought... Hey. Now then, please excuse us. Let's meet again sometime. See you later, Nash. With smiles on their faces, they left as well. Without a place to go back to, they're kinda like me. No, for me, it's... And then, as I began to follow the road north, I heard the voices of Maki and the two knights. Mr. Nash, so you're leaving already as well? Yeah, that's right. Originally, I only stopped here for some shopping. It was just for a little while, but it turned into a really serious situation. Either way, it's nice of you to come see me off, Miss Maki. Sir Nash, why? Maki, it would be better for you to return to the village. If you are seen with us, it will be difficult for you to stay here. Isn't that right, Lord Nash? True enough. It's pretty disappointing to have to turn down a beautiful lady's farewell, though. That's... Mikoltov, we should get going as well. Right. But your wounds... What? It's just a few scrapes. Mr. Nash, I'll be seeing you off anyway, if you don't mind. Moreover, Camus, please stay at my house until your wounds are healed. But Maki, in this situation... No. Everyone is... Our village, even though there was no reason for you to come back, even though you saved me, I didn't do anything. Besides, the Dunan army did more than just pillage this village. I think they'll understand that someday. So I was thinking, that sort of fight is worth fighting, isn't it? In that case, I'll gratefully accept your send-off. Usually I'm either running away or being chased, so I'm used to having to sneak out of places. It's been a while since I had something like this. Yeah, like what, Chapter 2 of Volume 1? See you later, Camus. I'm guessing what Maki said isn't your sole reason for fighting? Ah, that's... Bye then. Hooray! Camus gave a small wry smile. Maki also had a small smile. Waving at the three of them, I left the village of Millet behind. I think this is a new village for this game. I never mentioned that before, but I don't remember Millet being in Suikoden 2. We can save! We did it! We beat Chapter 1! Hooray! There we go, and we'll leave off on the title screen of the next chapter, whatever that may be, after a little birdie finishes moving. Oh yeah, Salaria, Calaria, that place that we had mentioned before. Hooray! We did it, everybody. We finished Chapter 1 of Suikogaiden Volume 2. This is where I'm going to stop for now, so thank you very much for watching the stream, and have a wonderful night.